we're going to see systems of equations of three variables. To know a little bit more of these equations, we have to know they have different types, the incomplete case and the complete case. The incomplete case are the ones where the system of three variables has a pair of same variables in like x, x, y, y. But one of the variables doesn't go according to the other ones. Like this one has a c that differs from the other two equations. Well, in the complete case, it's completely the opposite. You have all x's in one, y's in another, and c's in another. Have the same variables in all three equations. These cases have different methods of solution to get the wished outcome. Let's see them. To solve an incomplete system of equation of three variables, we're first going to get these two equations right over here. I'm going to pass it. X minus 2y equals minus 3, and 3x plus 2y equals 7. The method we would use here is to multiply one of the equations to reach the number of the upper equation, and that together they can cancel each other. But in this case we have minus 2y plus 2y, so there's no need to do that. So 3x plus 1 will be 4x, minus 2y plus 2y cancels, then equals to 7 minus 3 will be 4. Yeah. So here we just cancel this and 4. 4x, 4 over 4 is 1, so x equals 1. But x equals 1, we will choose either this one or this one. I myself will use the second one. So it will be 3, and since we know what x equals to, it will be times 1, plus 2x equals 7. So we solve. 3 times 1 equals 1, plus 2y equals 7. We pass the 3, subtracting, give us 7 minus 3. 2y equals 4, and then we divide, canceling, and we do 4 over 2, it will be 2, y equals 2. Now that we know both the value of x and y, we are ready to substitute another third equation to have these c alone. So we start 2 times 1 minus 4 times 2 plus c equals minus 6, and we multiply. So we 2, this will be 8 plus c equals minus 6. So we start passing our whole numbers to leave c alone, which will be c equals to minus 6 minus 2 plus 8. So c equals to 0. These are the results of our equations of three variables. Now we're looking at the complete case, in which we have a equation of three variables with the variables with the variables. So we're going to classify this A, B, and C right here. First step is to get one pair, either AB, BC, AC of your choose. So I will choose AB. And here I'll put 3x times 2y plus c equals 4, and 2x minus 3y equals 2c equals minus 7. This is A and this is B. When I have my equations in order, I will choose one of the variables to cancel. In this case, I will cancel c. For that, I need to multiply one of the equations well, in this case will be C, to give me the opposite of the other equation. So 3x, and this whole equation will be times minus 2 for it to be minus 2 over plus 2. Passing this below, it will be 3 times 2, it will be minus 6 since it's negative. 2 times minus 2, it will be minus 4y, and minus 2c equals minus 8, since negative and positive gives me negative. And then I'll put the other equation below. So the only left step, now that we cancel c, we have left minus 4x minus 7y equals minus 15. This, it's important to have in mind. Like that. So now we're going to get our next pair of equations that will be BC. Now I have my pair B and C. In this case, it's important to cancel the same variable as the one you did in the last pair, which was AB. Here I canceled C. In this case, I need to cancel C. So that's why what I'm doing, I multiply times positive 2, because negative and positive will give me negative 2, the opposite of this one right here. So let's multiply. First, I pass my first equation as it is, because I'm not multiplying times anything, and I multiply by my second variable. 2 times x equals 2x. 2 times 4 equals plus 8y, minus times positive, it will be negative 2c, and 10 times 2 will be 20. And I start adding or subtracting. 2 plus 2 gives me 4x, minus 3 times 8 will give me plus 5y. This cancels. And 20 minus 7 will be
13.
In here, we're going to subtract AB minus BC, which are these two equations. Then we pass in here and we cancel minus 4x plus 4x. This is 0. This is minus 2y equals minus 2. Then we have y equals minus 2 over minus 2. Y equals 1. Now we're going to substitute the y equals 1 in this equation. That will be 4x plus 5. In here, we're going to put our 1 equals 30 for us to take the value of x. So here it's going to be 4x plus 5 equals 30. Then we're going to pass this 5 in this side, subtracting. It will be 4x equals 30 minus 5. Then it's going to be 4x equals 8. This will be x equals 8 over 4. X equals 2. Now we're going to substitute these two answers in one of the equations. I choose the B. So here it will be 2 substituting with these 2 in here. Then you will have minus 3, the value of y, which is 1, and then you have the equation, plus 2c equals minus 7. Here you have 4 minus 3 plus 2c equals minus 7. In here we are going to take the value of c. So we're going to pass these values to the other side. So we're going to have 2c equals minus 7 minus 4 plus 3. So we have 2c equals minus 11 plus 3. And then we will have to C equals minus 8. C equals minus 8 over 2. C equals minus 4. And now we have our 3 variables.